Are you a new parent looking for the best way to feed your baby? In this video, I'm going to show you how bottle feeding can be faster and simpler for your little one. 1. What are the benefits of bottle feeding my baby? A bottle feeding routine gives your baby a consistent and reliable source of nutrition. Bottle-fed babies digest their food more quickly and easily than breastfed babies, meaning they have fewer stomach issues such as gas or colic. It may also be easier for you to gauge how much your baby is eating with the bottles since it is measured out in ounces. 2. How do I choose the right bottle for my infant? Choosing the right bottle for your infant can be a daunting task, especially with all the brands and models on the market. Here are some tips to help you make an informed decision. First, consider the size of your infant's mouth when selecting a bottle. If your baby has a smaller mouth, look for narrow bottles that make it easier to drink from. Conversely, if your baby has a larger mouth, opt for wider bottles that provide ample space for drinking comfortably. Next, think about how much milk you want to feed at once and choose the appropriate size of bottle accordingly. Smaller bottles are best suited for shorter feeding sessions, while larger ones can hold more milk at one time and minimize the need for frequent refills. Consider the material of the bottle when making your selection. Plastic bottles are lightweight and easier to transport, while glass bottles can provide greater durability but may be heavier and more fragile. Finally, pay attention to the nipple of the bottle that you select and make sure it is compatible with your infant's needs. Look for nipples made from soft materials such as silicone or latex that are designed to mimic the feel of breastfeeding. You can also look for wide-necked nipples that help reduce air ingestion during feeding times. 3. How often should I feed my baby with a bottle? It is important to feed your baby on demand, which can be anywhere from every 2 to 4 hours. If your baby is hungry sooner than that, it's okay to feed them then too. You should also check with your pediatrician if you have any concerns about how often or when to feed your baby. It is important to listen to cues from your baby, such as restlessness and rooting, so you know when they are hungry and need a bottle. Additionally, newborns typically eat 1 to 3 ounces of formula per feeding. As they grow older, the amount will increase and vary according to appetite. 4. Is there a right way to hold the bottle while feeding my baby? Yes, it is important to hold the bottle correctly when feeding your baby. To ensure your baby does not swallow too much air, make sure you keep the bottle slightly tipped so that the milk covers the nipple and flows freely. It's also important to support your baby's head as they feed. This will help them remain comfortable while drinking and reduce the risk of choking or aspirating. 5. What is the best type of formula for bottle-fed babies? Choosing the right type of formula for your baby is important. The best formula you can provide for your infant is a nutritionally complete, iron-fortified infant formula. It should be tailored to meet the developmental needs of your growing baby and should include important nutrients that are essential for growth and development. There are several different types of formula on the market, so it is important to choose one that meets your baby's specific needs and provides all of the recommended nutrition they need. Be sure to check with your pediatrician or healthcare provider before making any decisions about what type of formula to feed your baby. Choosing the right formula will help ensure that your little one receives all the necessary vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates they need for healthy growth. 6. Are there any tips for ensuring that bottles and nipples stay hygienic during bottle feeding time? Yes, here are some tips to keep bottles and nipples hygienic during bottle feeding time. 1. Before each use, clean the bottle and nipple with warm soapy water. 2. Sanitize them by boiling them for 5 minutes or using a specific sanitizing solution according to the manufacturer's instructions. 3. Rinse thoroughly before adding formula or breast milk, as soap residue can make your baby ill. 4. Always ensure that your hands are clean when handling bottles, nipples, and lids. Wash your hands before you start preparing the feed and after handling them. 2. 5. Use a fresh bottle and nipple every time you feed your baby. 6. Keep bottles and nipples stored in a clean container or bag until use. 7. Discard any nipples that are cracked, torn, or discolored, as these can harbor bacteria and be a source of infection for your baby. 7. Can be using bottles make it harder to transition from breast milk to formula later on when needed? No, bottle feeding with a bottle and nipple designed for infants is no more difficult to transition from than breastfeeding. The same principles apply. Introduce the new formula slowly. Use an appropriate size nipple that encourages your baby to feed correctly, and watch for any signs of discomfort or difficulty eating. Bottle feeding allows you to adjust the amount of formula used in each feed to better accommodate your baby's needs as they grow, which can ultimately make it easier to transition from breast milk or formula when needed. With a few simple steps, both breastfeeding and bottle feeding can help meet your baby's nutritional needs now and in the future. We hope this video has given you a better understanding of the advantages and benefits of bottle feeding your baby. Bottle feeding is an easier, more convenient way to feed your little one, allowing them to grow up healthy and strong. If you have any questions about what kind of bottles or formula is best for your baby, please don't hesitate to ask us in the comments section below. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on our helpful parenting tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.